Hey everyone and welcome. Okay, here we go. Today's video, it's gonna be probably a little controversial. If you guys have been following me for a while, you might not even know this, but I have been a part of a multi-level marketing company for around 10 years now. I've always wanted to kind of talk about my experience, and because I know there's just something about MLMs that give people kind of the ick. Yeah, this video is one that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I hadn't until now. Everything in this video is my opinions and my opinions only. This is my specific experience, my thoughts. If you guys want to look more into things, I suggest you do your own research. That's my disclaimer. These are my opinions. This is definitely a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a while. So, all right, let's get into it. Here we go. So if you guys are not familiar with what a multi-level marketing company is, it's basically a business that involves selling a product to friends and family, and then also recruiting people to do the same. So essentially, people like to call it a pyramid scheme because you kind of start with yourself at the top, and then you get some people under you, and then they get some people under them, and that's kind of where the whole pyramid scheme came from. But pyramid schemes, in fact, are illegal. So the company I'm talking about is Rodan & Fields. Rodan & Fields is not illegal. They actually have some really amazing products, and I still use the products to this day. So whenever I hear the word pyramid scheme, I get really kind of annoyed because people don't know what they're talking about. Multi-level marketing is not a pyramid scheme. There may be some illegal MLMs out there, but RNF is not one of them. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. 10 years ago, when I first started my RNF journey, I got the Facebook message that I'm sure so many of you have gotten in the past or have gotten before. She basically reached out to me. It was a friend, my husband's friend's wife. I had met her maybe like twice in real life. She sent me a message and she was like, hey, do you have any interest in making some extra income at home? Well, at the time I was a bartender. I bartended for 16 years. And at the time, my little baby was 4 months old, and I was still bartending part-time. And in my head, I was like, I want to stay home. Like, I'm missing so much. She's little. So as soon as that message came in, I was intrigued. I was like, okay, tell me more. So at the time, we were Facebook friends, and she was posting all these like events that she was going to with her partner, like her business partners and her friends, and they were drinking wine and socializing, and it looked like they were having the best time, all while making money. They would talk about like why they were doing this, their why. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. And a lot of these women were really high up in the company, and they were retiring from their careers. I mean, like 6-figure careers. They were retiring to do this. And some of them even earned like a free Lexus from the company. And I was like, what is happening? This all sounded amazing, and I drank the Kool-Aid. I jumped on in. I think at the time there were a couple like big business kits you could purchase that had like all the products, because essentially they want you to use the products so that you can tell people about them and whatnot. So I spent $1,000, you guys. $1,000. Like, thank God my husband is so supportive. I spent $1,000. I bought the biggest kit that they had. It had all the products, so I would be able to use the products, try the products on, let my friends try them, have little like parties at my house, drink wine, they could try the product. And so that's what I did. I did that, and after the first couple weeks, I loved the products. Like, these are good products. And if you guys aren't familiar with Rodan & Fields, they are actually the doctors that created Proactive. So they are dermatologists. They know what the heck they're doing. So I was super excited with the products. And at this time, I was like, all right, let's start building a team, because that's where you can really start making some money. So basically, you get a commission off of the products that you do sell. But the people that you get under you, you're also going to make money off of what they sell. So and the more people you have under you, the more money you can make. I mean, there's people in this company, in just MLM companies in general, that make like over 6 figures. Like, it's insane how much money you can make doing this stuff. So I would start reaching out to friends. Mostly I started out with like my close friends. I was like, hey, I'm having a blast with this. These products are really cool. You should join me. We should do this. And I got, slowly got a few people to start joining me, and it made it so much more fun, because mind you, my whole upline was in another state. So I didn't get to go to these awesome events with them. Like, they were states away. So I was just kind of stuck out here by myself. So once I started building a team, it did get a lot more fun. And for the most part, I tried to stay very genuine. I didn't want, I don't know, I look back and I sent some of the most cringy messages, and yep, yeah. Like weekly, they had like the high up in the company, they would do these calls where you could call in and listen, or you could like live, or you could just call in and listen to it was basically training. So they're basically telling us what we should do to be able to build our teams. And so I would listen to all these calls. I would get so motivated. And then I would start making lists of people I needed to get a hold of. Like, it's so cringy looking back. It's like your upline wants you to like reach out to like 20 people a day, and it's like, oh my gosh, like it's a sales job essentially. It is. It's direct sales. And I've never been in a sales job. Like, I was a bartender, so people came to me. I never had to like try to sell something. So I don't know if other sales jobs are like this, but I don't know. It's not for me. So I would send out the cringy Facebook messages, and they would usually go I'd get no response. Occasionally I would get a no thank you, and very, very few times I would get someone that was interested. And like, kind of like with me, it was just all about timing. Like, at the time I was interested, you know, but for the most part, people would see the messages and just get like, no, I'm not doing that. So then once you would get somebody that was interested, you would tell your upline, and then we would usually get on like a 3-way call with, so the person that was interested, and then my upline and myself, and we would all get on, and then my upline would talk about how amazing this company is, how successful she's been, how this and that, and how fun it's gonna be. And for the most part, if I was able to get someone on a phone call, they usually ended up joining me, because, you know, the upline, they're really good at making it sound amazing. Unfortunately, I do feel like I lost a few friends along the way from sending out these messages, and I do regret it. When you're in it, you're just so like, you just see everyone around you succeeding, and like, you want to do that, and it's like, oh yes, like, what do I need to do? And don't get me wrong, the products are actually like absolutely amazing. I had no problem promoting the products because they really were good, but it got hard for me to try to like promote the building a team aspect of it, because I wasn't making that much money. So it was really hard to like fake it, you know? Like, I mean, I'm selling product here and there, but if you want to like really make money in the company, you have to keep building. So you have to keep adding people to your team. Your people under you need to keep adding people to their team. And it's exhausting. Like, literally, this is all you think about 24/7. So it's exhausting. I think a lot of people think direct sales, like, oh, I'll sign up under someone and I'll just immediately start making money. It is not like that. It takes a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of like, you know, talking with people. And one of the things that upset me the most was, you know, this business model, it can become saturated. And I remember talking with a friend for so long. I talked to her so many times about whatever. She ended up joining someone from her state. She didn't join with me, and I was so bummed. I'm like, I spent all this time like trying to work with this person, and then yeah, so it's just it's not an easy model at all. So like I said, I slowly started building my team. At one point I had about 10 consultants under me. I was able to hit level 3 in our company, which level 5 is like the highest, and then there's like, you know, different parts of level 5. The most I ever made in a single month with RNF was $1,200. And I think that was because there was like an added in bonus or whatnot. And that's great. $1,200, that's great. Like, if I could have made that every month, but it doesn't work that way. So it just doesn't stay consistent. You have to keep building and, you know, selling the product. And it finally got to where I was making a couple $100 a month. So I was able to pay for product at least. It's hard. So they would have conventions in, well, they were kind of all over, but for a while there, they were having them in Vegas, and Vegas is only a 4.5-hour drive for me. So I went there a couple times for the conventions, and those were always so much fun. Would attend like seminars, or what do you call them? Classes, kind of, we would learn more about the products, and then we would learn how to recruit people. Like, you know, just like top earners in the company, what they did, and like just tried to give us advice on what to do. Those were a lot of fun. I got to hang with some of my team members came. I got to meet a lot of people, like a lot of my upline that I had only ever met on Facebook. I got to meet them in person. We would go to fun parties. It was always super motivating. We'd always have really awesome guests. Andy Cohen was a host one year. There was always really good like music guests, singers. Yeah, it was just like one big party, and it was in Vegas. Yeah, we would hear from the doctors were always there. We would hear from the top earners, and they would just make everything sound so amazing, so easy. So I would come home from those conventions really, really motivated and ready to go. Well, then fast forward 3 years after I started RNF, I decided to start my YouTube channel. That was in 2017. Once I started my YouTube channel, I kind of dove right in with that. I was having so much fun with that because you know what? I could talk about what I wanted to, I could do what I wanted to, and I was just putting content out there. I wasn't trying to get people to buy stuff from me or to join me. I was just doing what I loved, you know? So I would still talk about the products here and there. I would post a little bit here and there on social media, but I was not interested in building a team anymore because it takes work. Like if you get someone on your team, you have to kind of like coach them and support them and tell them, you know, give them advice and whatnot. And then at that time, the more and more I would see stuff from my upline, like people posting, it was so cringy. I'm like, because I knew the insides of it and I don't know, it was just so cringy. I'm like, what they like to do is they don't so much like to post about the company, but they like to post about their amazing lifestyle and how they get to go on all these trips for free and they get to do this and that because the company's paying for it because you get high up, you know, you get a free iPad, you get a free car, and they just tried to make everything look so amazing. And so that's why I feel like it's a little easier for like the top earners in the company because they really are doing it. Like they're making good money. So yeah, people are going to want to join that. But for someone like me that wasn't making a lot, it's hard to like fake it till you make it. I definitely continued to be supportive of my downline. Like if they wanted to, you know, if they needed my help, I was always there for them. I helped out in any way I could, but I just wasn't really interested in the business anymore for myself. Like I said, I still kept using the products because they're so good. And especially with my YouTube channel, I've gotten a lot of free like skincare products to try out. And I've tried stuff like from BoxyCharm and all that stuff. And I always go back to RNF. Like the products are so good. So during the next few years, I definitely contemplated quitting because my heart wasn't in it, you know. And it's like you need to be passionate about something. But I still had a few people that were still ordering the product, and I was still loving the product, and I didn't want to get rid of my discount, so I stuck with it. So then in July of 2024, so a couple months ago. Everything changed. RNF came on and said they are no longer going to be a multi-level marketing company. They were going to switch to affiliate marketing. So what that means is for myself, which I am already an affiliate for quite a few companies, quite a few brands, that means I am going to still promote the product and I will post a link, like my specific link to the products. And if people order from that link, I will make a teeny tiny commission off of it. So that's what affiliate marketing is. So there will no longer be team building. For me, it really didn't change much, but I was actually kind of happy about it because I know there's like a stigma about MLMs. And I feel like there's a lot of people that didn't want to try the products because they knew it was this kind of company and they're like steering clear. But now maybe those people will want to try it because we're just kind of a regular company now. So I felt like I could really like finally promote the products and not feel cringy about it and not, you know, I genuinely feel bad for the top earners in this company because their teams are no longer, like their businesses basically crumbled overnight. And RNF gave like no warning. I do think that is a little shady. Yeah, I think they gave people like a 30-day notice, basically. Like at the end of August, it's done. Like you'll get like a certain amount of commission, like a certain amount of payment, and then your team, like you're done. So the teams that, I mean, they've worked so hard on these teams and they, you know, for 10 plus years. So I mean, that part was very, very sad. I knew that I was still going to keep promoting the products, but so many people from, you know, higher up, they were already starting to look for new opportunities. So after the next couple weeks, I kind of just kept an eye out. I was like, all right, what are people doing? Like, what are these people doing? They've got to be scrambling, you know? Well, so many people that I've seen ended up jumping ship and joining a new company. I'm not going to name any names, but this company also has skincare, and they are already promoting this new skincare like it's the best thing on earth. Don't see how you can go from promoting one brand for 10 plus years to overnight switching to a new company and promoting those products like those are the next, like those are like the best thing. I get that people are trying to scramble to keep things afloat, because I mean, they've got lifestyles that they need to like keep up with, but I just don't think it's a good look. So please remember, these are my thoughts and opinions only. Don't come for me. I felt a certain way about MLMs for a while. You just don't know if someone is talking to you and trying to be your friend because they care about you, or if they're just trying to get you to buy the product or join their team. Like, I don't like that. I kind of got to the point where I would meet people, like I was in a mom's group and I would meet people, and I feel like as soon as they saw on Facebook that I was part of an MLM, I kind of felt like they would kind of avoid me because they were just waiting for the dreaded text or email or whatever that I wanted them to join my team. And oh, it's so cringy looking back. Anyways, okay, those are my opinions. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are. Were any of you guys consultants with RNF? Are you continuing to promote the brand, or are you jumping ship? No judgment if you are. I'd love to start a discussion in the comments. I want to know, like, are you guys happy that they did this? Do you think maybe you'll try the products now that they aren't part of an MLM? Overall, RNF has been a great company to work with. Over the years, things have definitely changed. I don't know how, like who's still even involved and up there, like in the high up, but I will say, back in I think it was 2017, our house got broken into and a bunch of stuff got stolen. And I had earned these little Alex and Annie bracelets with the company and like a couple pendants or whatever. Well, all that stuff got stolen. So I ended up reaching out to RNF and just asking if there was a way that I could like purchase those, because they had been stolen, and they were really special to me because I earned them. And they ended up sending them to me for free. Like, they sent me another set. So, I mean, this company it's a great company. Don't get me wrong. The products are really, really good. Like, they are top-notch products. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I just want to hear your opinions. Let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will probably be doing one soon. I'm going to showcase like all of my favorite RNF products, because there's so many. There's so many good products. And I feel like I can talk about them now and not feel as bad. Like, I don't know why. But anyways, if you guys are interested in a video like that, make sure you're subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and we will see you all soon. Bye.